Hi guys, welcome back to Ash Talks Basketball, and today I'm doing my top 10 shooting guards currently. In at 10, I have DeJounte Murray. He's been a good secondary guard to Trae Young so far this season. Although he is on the trade market, he has been good and he still has some value. He's a good defensive guard and he can score the ball, he can play and make, and he's a good shooting guard for any team that wants to start contending. And he will be on the market, and I'm looking forward to seeing where he might go. In at 9, I have CJ McCollum. He's a great scorer. He can play point guard or shooting guard, but I've got him here at shooting guard. He's leading the Pelicans to some wins while Zion's unhealthy. He's helping Brandon Ingram. He's a great third player on a decent team. If the Pelicans pull things together with Zion and have a fully healthy team, this team is dangerous. And one of the main reasons is the scoring prowess of CJ McCollum. In at 8, I have Kyrie Irving. Although he has been injured a little bit, he's still a big part of why the Mavericks have been succeeding. Although I didn't include Zach LaVine and they have played similar amount of games, I just think Kyrie has been an echelon above. He's been working well with Luka, which we haven't seen much of from him. They've just been working together and they've made a good Mavs team that is looking good to start the season. And I have faith in this team. 2 great scores and great pieces around him. Dante Exum looks good. I just think he's adding so much to a team compared to someone like Zach LaVine, who I left off this list, even though they played a similar amount of games due to injury. In at 7, I have Tyler Hero. Great scorer, can create his own shot, an amazing 3-point shooter, leading the Miami Heat in points so far this season, and has taken another big leap. They could have used him a lot in the NBA Finals when they just need 30 a night from anybody, and when Jimmy wasn't rolling, he could have been very useful. He's taken a big step forward and he's inching closer to becoming an all-star caliber player. In at 6, I have Paul George. He's been a big contributor to the Clippers so far and is a big reason why they're so successful. He's averaging 23 points, 5.5 rebounds, 4 assists. He's been really good and he's a good defender. Him, James Harden and Kawhi are leading this team to wins, and if they're all healthy, this team is dangerous. In at 5, I have Desmond Bane. He was keeping the Grizzlies afloat while Ja Morant was away, and he's an amazing scorer. Can score all 3 levels, averaging 24.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's been contributing a lot to Memphis while Ja's been away, and they would be in a lot worse position if it wasn't for him. He's an amazing scorer, can play defense relatively well for a guard, and is on the rise and could be an all-star this year, and will continue to grow as this is only his 4th season. In at 4, I have Jaylen Brown, the second best player on one of the best teams in the league. If Jason Tatum's not rolling, he'll give you 30 a night. Great defender, an amazing second man, an amazing Robin to the Jason Tatum Batman. This team is rolling and it's an amazing team, and I think they could win the championship this year if all the pieces come together. In at 3, I have Anthony Edwards. He had a big leap this year, one of the best scorers in the league. He's an athletic finisher. He's a slasher. He has a good jump shot. He's the leading scorer on the Timberwolves. He's now the franchise player with Kat and Rudy Gobert behind him. I had low expectations for this team, but they've completely blown them out of the water. They've figured out how to work well together, and now they're one of the best teams out west, and Anthony Edwards is leading that charge. In at 2, I have Donovan Mitchell, an explosive player at the shooting guard, can score all 3 levels, scored 71 points last year against the Chicago Bulls. He's an amazing scorer, can pass pretty well, he's an okay playmaker, and he's been leading the Cavs to a lot of wins. He seemed like the final piece after that trade, adding to a team that already had Mobley, Garland, and Jarrett Allen. This team's now pretty good and one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. Although he might be traded soon, he did really well in Cleveland and is now the second best shooting guard in the league. And in at number 1, I have Devin Booker, the best shooting guard in the league. He's an amazing scorer at all 3 levels. He's been working on his playmaking this year and he's been doing really well. He's averaging 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Although the Phoenix Suns have been struggling, he's been a bright star of their struggles. He's been working on it, and I have a feeling that Phoenix Suns will do better near the end of the season when they're pushing for a playoff spot. They're an amazing team. They may struggle on the defensive side of the ball, but they've got 3 of the best scorers in the NBA, and they will get it done if they need to in a playoff series with 3 veteran scorers on their team. And that's all I have for you today. So thank you for watching the video. Tell me your list in the comments and have a nice day.